Mheshimiwa's complaint about the cartoons. I want to assure you that there's nothing wrong with those cartoons. This is art. Art is a mirror of the society. It reflects what the society is going through, what the society is doing. I'm surprised when Karen says some of these projects should be kept as a secret to the citizens. Scrutiny.
I'm not the advisor.
Scrutiny.
I did not advise. I'm saying there must be a good reason.
Wait, Karen.
Where they're not in public.
Okay.
I did not advise for them to be.
Scrutiny.
It's not up to me.
Scrutiny is a requirement of the Constitution. Oversighting, and not just by the parliamentarians, even the citizens themselves, using Article 1 of the Constitution, the sovereignty of the people. Now, moving to Honorable Sosion, I have heard Honorable Sosion say that the president has moved the country from a debt distress. I want to confirm that nothing could be further from the truth. Why? You cannot say that a president has moved a country from debt distress when all the taxes, for every shilling that we collect, for every 10 shilling that we collect, 6 go to pay debts. Around 9 or 10 go to pay interest. So if you accumulate the amount that we are collecting as taxes and going to pay debts, it's around 70%, 69%, 68%. So that means in every 10 shilling that we collect as taxes, only 3 shilling go to development. Because, actually not development, because the 3 that is left will go to development and recurrent. That means in every 10 shilling that we collect, 7 go to pay debts. That is not a country that can be said is out of debt distress. Number 2, it is the president who was telling us to tighten our belts because the economy is not doing very well. You cannot tell us to tighten our belts when you, as the leader, you are removing your belt and throwing it away. Looking at the economy, I have heard Honorable Sosion say that our economy is growing. It is even surpassing some countries around East Africa. I want to tell you, when the economy grows, it is not the government to tell the people that it has grown. It is the people who are supposed to feel. And how are they supposed to feel? When you move around, you have money in your pocket. The mama mboga, the mtu wa boda boda, the mtu wa mkokoteni, they have 200, 300 shillings. After doing their shopping, after paying their house rent, they have 200, 300 shillings in their pocket. But this economy that we are being told is growing seems to be only growing on paper. Number 3, the 2 honorable members are saying that there is no debt, there is no expenditure that can be incurred without parliament approval. That is supposed to be the ideal situation. But I do not think that is what is happening in Kenya. I want to believe the government is borrowing and spending money illegally without the approval of parliament. Why am I saying this? The president is on record as having told us as citizens that sijui they paid 500 million to Oscars. You remember that statement by the president? I want Mr. Sosion to explain to us which budget item was that went to parliament and we passed an Oscar item to the tune of between 500 million to 1 billion. That tells you that was an illegal expenditure. As I finish, the reason as to why many African leaders like China and especially Kenya, it's because of dealership. There's a lot of kickbacks that comes with contract from China. You go, you give them a contract to build a road or SGR, they give you 10%, 20%. So that is why they prefer China, because countries like the US are very strict, but they must look for excuses to say that sijui US has been full of itself so that they can go direct to China.